Hello, hi, welcome. It's STV Sports Channel. You are watching the fantastic match between England and Australia. This is the first T20 match between England and Australia being played at the Rose Bowl, Southampton, England. It's a fantastic match, starting with a very good spell as well, a very good batting strike from England side. After that, they lost 5 wickets in regular intervals. Now it's going to be Tom Curran along with David Malan, Kane, Richardson along with Glenn Maxwell are continuing their bowling attack. As of now, Glenn Maxwell got 2 wickets and it's 5 wickets gone for 124 after 16.3 overs. Remaining 3.3 overs are still to be bowled, and it's 7.52 is the current run rate. Those who are watching our channel hereby requested to subscribe our channel. Don't those who are watching our channel are hereby requested to subscribe. Don't forget to press the notification symbol as well. There are a lot more cricket actions from SPB Sports Channel. It seems to be a very fantastic opportunity for cricket lovers. They can continuously be with us for a longer perspective. Stay tuned. It's a very fantastic game which is being started at England Southampton cricket ground, the Rose Bowl cricket ground. England versus England versus Australia. The first match, T20 match international, which is being played without audience ever since for these two teams. This is a very important and playful match today. Even though Australia are top side of T20 series, but even though England are trying to get their best to the possible, being that they are started well before compared to Australia. They played last T20 much earlier, but England just now finished their 3 T20 with Pakistan, and they have been playing since a few months back. So it seems to be a very fantastic match between England and Australia after a long gap. This is a very expected match between these two teams. In the meantime, there is a wicket here. Tom Curran is got out with 10 runs. Ken Richardson strikes here. He is bowling his second over, 7 runs, 1 wicket so far, 3.82 is economy. Along with Glenn Maxwell, 3 overs, 14 runs, 2 wickets. So as of now, it's David Malan who is still be there with 49. Will David Malan get his 50 off century here? Definitely it is possible, and it has been happened. 50 runs for David Malan in 37 balls, 5 fours and 1 sixes, 135.14 is strike rate. Chris Jordan yet to open his account. He is a new man to the crease. We'll have to wait and see what will be the remaining course of action. Of course, it's Australian are very top side in T20 series, especially after a long gap. They have also not practiced well. They haven't played a match of T20 much earlier since a long time. So it seems to be England's positive sign. But as far as T20 series is concerned, Australia are in the top compared to England. So it's a very tough fight between these two teams, especially from Australia. They have every possibility. They have a very pleasant squad, expert squad, and it has been very keenly picked those squad members, of course, of the team. So it may be very tough for England, and they have to face a lot more struggle to beat Australia even in a single match. But even today, there won't be any much run on the board, so it's 126 for the loss of 6 wickets after 17.1 over. as far as Christ down along with David Malan. David Malan, who scored 51, the only man who scored a half century here today. Rest of the batsmen who have all with scoring very less, of course. These are all the these are all showing the pictures that still Australians are at the top as far as England is concerned. So there are a lot more cricket actions to come after these three matches between England and Australia. There are three one days also. After that, we will be traveling to United Arab Emirates, where we can see IPL. Already we are watching matches in CPL also. Those who are watching our channel are hereby requested to subscribe. Don't forget to press the notification symbol. As well, don't recommend the same to your friends and family. There are a lot more cricket actions to come. As of now, it seems to be the favorable side for England. No, sorry, it's a favorable side for Australia, as there are a lot more cricket actions to come. They have very well played today, especially the bowlers of Australians who are continuously doing their best job for their team. Of course, it seems to be a lot more cricket actions. As of now, it's a very fantastic match being played at England. As we all know that England always try to make try to put their hard work to win over. Of course, Josh Buttler, the wicket keeper, got out for 44 without scoring his off century. After that, Jonny Bairstow got out with 8 runs. Agar, who got the wicket of Josh Buttler, along with Jonny Bairstow, who got out with Cummins. After that, David Malan came, and still now he is batting with 53 runs on the board, 39 balls, 5 fours and 1 sixes, 135.90 strike rate. And Tom Banton, Agar bowled, got out for 8. And Eoin Morgan, the captain of England, who has been performing well today, he hasn't do that. Stephen Smith, who took the catch of Maxwell bowling attack, so he got out. Eoin Morgan got out for 5 runs as well. Moeen, the man who is very well set at the middle earlier, along with when the matches between Pakistan. Moeen, who hit a very big shots, of course. Today he got out for 2 runs in Maxwell's bowling attack. Tom Curran, the next man, who got out for Kane Richardson for the loss of 6 wickets, the catch took by Agar, along with Christ Jordan, the new man into the crease, along with David Malan. So these two batsmen are still be there at the crease. But even though it's already 17.4 overs gone, remaining 2.2 overs to be bowled, and it's 140 for the loss of 6 wickets. England will take on to reach their another 20 runs plus can be the target will be the target for Australia. 160 will not be the very big score as far as Australian are concerned, even though if they stick to the crease, it's a different atmosphere. Of course, it's not the pitch of Australia, it's a pitch of England. So England batters are very well best compared to Australian batsmen, but it's a home pitch for England as well. For Australia, this is the only criteria where we can strike off, where we can strike Australia. It otherwise totally it is the side of England, and otherwise it might be a fantastic match today. As well, everybody is watching this match only with the thought that whether Australia still be there with the form, who will be in form. All those things are to be revealed after this match, of course, in T20 series. It seems to be a very expectable match all over the world. After a long time, it has been played. So since England and Australia, they are playing after that World Cup, and as well this is the first match, of course, T20 match. Of course, there are a lot more expectations from Australian side also. Australian fans are also very much expecting a lot more cricket actions from Australia as well. So Mitchell Starc, who bowled 3 overs, 30 runs, no wicket. Ashton Agar, who bowled 4 overs, 32 runs, 2 wickets. and Pat Cummins who bowled 2 overs, 15 runs, 1 wicket, and Kane Richardson 2 overs, 2.1 over, 8 runs, 2 wickets. He's a very performed bowler today as well. Very economy bowling attack and very good bowling spell of course. Adam Zampa 4 wickets, 4 sorry, it's I beg your pardon, it's 4 overs, 47 runs, and along with Glenn Maxwell, 3 overs, 14 runs, 2 wickets so far. So there are a lot more cricket actions, especially Ashton Agar who got 2 wickets for 32 runs, and Pat Cummins 1 wicket for 15, and Kane Williamson the best figure ever today, 2 for 8, and Adam Zampa yet to score his wicket and yet to get his wicket. Glenn Maxwell who got 2 wickets for 14 runs. It seems to be a very economy and very fantastic spell from Kane Richardson, 2 wickets in 8 runs by giving 8 runs. This is the scenario of today, and David Malan got out already in the meantime, so it's already gone over. David Malan got out for 66. Kane Richardson is second wicket here. So it's batting Price Jordan along with the new man has to come here after. So it's 147 for 7 wickets gone, 18.1 overs. Definitely there may be 1.5 overs to be pending to be bowled, and it has to be Adil Rashid, the new batsman, into the crease. So these two tailenders can manage to get another 10 to 15 runs around. It comes around 149 now. So 10 to 15 make 155 or 160 will be the target. We'll have to wait and see whether those runs will add to the total, whether these tailenders can perform well or not. All those things must have to keenly to watch here. So it seems to be the additional information that we can get it from the atmosphere as well as at the crease of course. Those who are watching are here requested to subscribe our channel, and it seems to be a very fantastic match between Australia and England. After most of the cricket fans who have very well expected this match, of course, right from the beginning, and it has to be there are a few players who are very well set at the crease for England side, but they are not also even here today. They haven't performed. Moeen and Eoin Morgan, all of them, most of the batsmen today, they haven't performed well. They have scored very less runs, of course, compared to David Malan and the crease. The only man, David Malan, who crossed his half century today against Australia after a long time. But as well, there are other one who scored 44 runs, Josh Buttler, who was also very fantastic. He faced only 29 balls, 5 fours, 2 sixes. Was a very feasible atmosphere today for Josh Buttler. He was very much pleasant in playing almost all the shots, of course. So except these two batsmen, except David Malan and Josh Buttler, rest of them are not scoring much. Especially it's Jonny Bairstow along with Tom Banton, Eoin Morgan, Moeen, Curran, Chris Jordan, who is currently playing, and Adil Rashid, who is currently playing. Of course, the rest of the batsmen, we can say that as of now it's 7 wickets gone, except 2 batsmen, rest of the 5 batsmen who didn't score even a single cross with their double digit even. So it has been a very setback for England. Of course, expecting a lot more cricket actions from these, especially Eoin Morgan and Moeen Ali. They can expect more runs from these 2 batsmen as well. From Jonny Bairstow, who is not performing recently. Against Pakistan also he didn't perform much, getting much runs earlier. So in the last series, of course, this is the next one. So being the top scorer of this match, it's David Malan with 66 and Josh Buttler on 44. So both of them are already got out. So it's Chris Jordan who got 5 runs on the board with 4 balls he faced, no fours and no sixes as well. Adil Rashid who scored only 1 run with the 2 balls he faced. with no fours and sixes, of course. We can expect a lot more cricket action from here. As of now, it seems to be a very fantastic match between England and Australia. As far as Australian are concerned, they are doing a very good performance here. So we'll have to wait and see what will be the exact total target for Australia. And those who are watching our channel are requested to subscribe our channel. Don't forget to press the notification symbol, as we are a lot more cricket actions to come in the next couple of months, and don't let go, and stay tuned to STB Sports to enjoy almost all the sports games, especially from cricket. Next ball is a Agar ball, but didn't quite connect off the ball, of course, with the bat. So it's not that much okay. So it seems to be yes, it's not that much okay for the bowler. Of course, Cummins, who is continuing his bowling attack, and absolutely fine match is being going on. 154 for the loss of 7 wickets. A price showdown on 6 and Adil Rashid on 1. Stay tuned to STB Sports channel. We will have a lot more cricket actions to come. Stay tuned for a lot more cricket actions in next couple of months. It seems to be a very fantastic months for cricket fans all around the world. So there are a lot more actions with lot more screen gatherings, of course. Stay tuned to STB Sports channel. We will have a lot more actions from now. And it's a 19.4 overs gone, remaining 2 balls to be bowled by Australians. Cummins last over, and last over of the innings, it seems to be a Chris Jordan 8 and Adil Rashid 1. 4 man in the outside the circle of scores. Yeah, it is the batsman going for a second and getting the second, and it's 2 runs already. So it's totaling to 158 for the loss of 7 wickets. Tidy 2 runs which they have scored today as of now. And yeah, it's Price Jordan on 10 runs and Adil Rashid on 1 run. Yes. Yes, it's 162 for the loss of 20 overs, for the loss of 7 wickets. After 20 overs, 162 is the target, as we all expected that 165 as will be the thing that we have expected. The same thing happened here. It's 15 runs came over from Jordan, who hit 1-4 so far. So it's 162 for the loss of 7 wickets. This is the scenario. 163 is the target for Australia, and Kane Richardson, who took 2 wickets, of course. Cummins 1. It's innings break now. Stay tuned to STB Sports channel. We have a lot more cricket actions. The last ball who picked it to the boundary by so it seems to be 163 is the required runs for Australia to win over. Stay tuned to STB Sports channel. We will have a lot more cricket actions, of course. And it's a very fine match today. As of right from the beginning, it has been very fantastic, and the match between these two teams are very eagerly expected by all over the world fans, cricket fans, of course. And it seems to be a very eagerly waited match, of course. This has been very feasibly off the way crossed, and it's 162 for the loss of 7 wickets. This is 163 is a target being fixed for those being fixed for Australia. And England in turn, they have plenty of bowlers too. What they will do along with the Pakistan in T20 series, they have also scored 200 runs, 195, 190, except that third T20 series. they have scored a lot more cricket runs, of course, even though, yes, in the first T20 series as well, it seems to be a very fantastic match as far as England along with Pakistan is concerned. In the same way, here also we can say that it's a very important and pleasant match between Australia and England. After a long wait, the waiting period is over. Now it's going on now. It's at the Rose Bowl Cricket Stadium, Southampton Cricket Stadium. So it seems to be 162 for the loss of 7 wickets now, and we will have a lot more cricket actions to come. Stay tuned to STV Sports Channel. It's an innings break. We will be right back after a small break. Welcome back. It's the STB Sports Channel. After a long gap between Australia and England, this is a match which is being almost all the cricket fans expected match today, and which is being played at the Rose Bowl cricket ground, Southampton. And the Australia who won the toss and elected to bowl first. Afterwards, England started their bowling attack. England started their batting. After that, well start has been initiated by England batsmen. After that, by regular intervals, the wickets have been after that England have been little bit scrambling in the middle. So initial openers, especially Josh Buttler, who scored 44 runs in 29 balls, as well as Jonny Bairstow, who hasn't performed for the last, who has not been performing for the last few seasons, of course, for this season, of course. He got only 8 runs in 7 balls. Of course, after that, David Malan came along with Josh Buttler and David Malan, who well-set batsmen at the middle. After that, Josh Buttler got out with 44 runs by Agar, and David Malan is associated with Tom Banton, who also not performed very well. After that, as per Agar's bowling attack, the second wicket gone for Tom Banton, gone for England. It's Tom Banton for 8 runs in 10 balls he faced. After that, Ian Morgan, the captain of England, who came over, but he also expected from him also lot more field lovers expected lot more runs, especially from England lovers, but he also didn't perform well. He got only 5 runs out of 3 balls he faced, and afterwards, Moeen, the well-set batsman in the recent season, he has been most of the cricket lovers expected, especially from England side, are expected a lot more runs from him, of course, but he also not performing very well. He came and he faced only 6 balls, got 2 runs, and got out with Maxwell bowling attack, who took a very fantastic catch, which is Adam Zampa. So the regular batsmen who have been performing well has not performed today. And afterwards, Moeen Ali, Tom Curran, who came there and along in the middle, and he also got out with 6 runs after facing 10 balls. With Kane Richardson's ball, the catch has been elegantly took by Agar. And afterwards, it's Chris Jordan, which is who is scoring only 14 runs on the board after at the end of the slag overs. Adil Rashid along with him, who scored only 1 run. Both of them scored 15 runs and totaling to it's 150, 162. So 163 will be the target as of now. 163 Australians are concerned that they are almost very well batters. Earlier we saw that South Africa along with Australia, in that South Africa also beat Australia in one series as well. In the rest, Australia beat South Africa one series. So that was the international match that Australia played earlier in the last match as well. So after that, due to COVID-19 pandemic, all cricket matches have been withheld. So no matches have been played. And after that, England, the only team who initiated for the match to be played at their soil. But it has happened already. So without audience, the first way the England cricket who decided to go without the audience, but it has been they have been performing very well, of course, the cricket boards as well, along with West Indies. They have did some matches as well against Pakistan. They have did some matches against Ireland. They played some matches. Today it's a very next in consequence to that. This is the match which is being played at the Rose Bowl, Southampton cricket ground, along with England playing the first match after a long time with Australia. So this is the match eagerly waited all over the world. Most of the fans are expecting a lot more cricket runs from here. But it has happened otherwise. Earlier, it was if it has been the toss won by England. If they and also they have picked for bowling attack. It might be Australians big score here, so they can go for a big hit, of course. But after that, Australians firmly believe that they need to restrict the England batsmen to a low score. After that, they have to play in the second to beat them in a very elegant way. That is the criteria that they have. That's why they won the toss and they elected to bowl first. In the meantime, it has been a very fantastic match for Australia, but they took almost 7 wickets already. So 163 is the target, but it is a very easily gettable target, especially for Australia. Mitchell Starc, who bowled 3 overs, gave 30 runs, along with Ashton Agar, who took 2 wickets for 32, and Pat Cummins, who took 1 wicket for 24. Kane Richardson took 2 wickets for 13, the least best figure as well, today's best figure as of now. It's 2 for 13 is from Kane Richardson. Adam Zampa didn't get any wicket today as well. Glenn Maxwell, who took 2 wickets for 14 runs. Of course, between Richardson and those Glenn Maxwell, both of them are very mere, very meager. Of course, both of them, their spell is very perfect as well. Richardson bowled 3 overs, 13 runs, 2 wickets as well. Glenn Maxwell 3 overs, 14 runs, 2 wickets. Only 1 run extra compared to Kane Richardson, Glenn Maxwell gave to the batsman. So this is the scenario of today, and it has been a very fantastic performance by Glenn Maxwell as well, Kane Richardson, along with Jonny Bairstow, Josh Buttler, along with David Malan, except those batsmen, only one who crossed his double mark. Double figures, it is Price Jordan. Rest of the familiar batsmen who didn't perform well, and today it has been a match of a score which is being chaseable score for Australia. And Australia now they have started their innings today, so it has been a very fantastic. And Aaron Finch along with David Warner at the crease now. So Jofra Archer, the man who can able to get wickets here, Jofra Archer, who have been initiated and who have been started his first over here. So it seems to be a very fantastic approach. Of course, this is the match we can expect a lot more. The tough time we'll have to face a tough team. So this is the scenario. Of course, we have to wait and see what will be today's scenario. Of course, whether Jofra Archer takes few wickets at the early, and Aaron Finch along with David Warner who score very good runs for today. All those things we need to carry on with the style of Australian cricket board. Of course, wait, stay tuned to STV Sports channel. We will have a lot more cricket actions to come. After a small break, we will be come back to in action. It seems to be Jofra Archer who is continuing his bowling attack. David Warner gets a 1 run here, and Aaron Finch here to open his account. So a lot more cricket actions to come as well. The required run rate is 8.31, and current run rate as we cannot predict now. So we'll have to be moving, ticking. And of course, Australian batsmen, the partnership as well. Those get a few more good things. Will I get those things? Of course. A lot more cricket actions. It's 4 runs from Aaron Finch, who got a very good score here. We'll have to wait and see whether those who win and those who get more runs here. And it's a very fantastic match today being carried on at the Rose Bowl Cricket Stadium, Southampton. What more things that you expect? You can continuously be with us. We have a lot more cricket actions. Not only this match between these teams, it's Australia and England. There are a lot more cricket actions from these two teams as in one days also, 3 T20 and 3 one days. In the meantime, we have CPL matches also. In the meantime, IPL will start from 16th onwards. Chennai Super Kings are being prepared today. They have all checked their second trial yesterday with COVID-19 testings. All have been given negative, so they are very much capable of taking on Mumbai at the first match along with the rest of the team who have been well qualified, and they have started their training session also. Will be they are very much strong enough to beat any team, of course, Chennai Super Kings, who have got very much experience in UAE earlier also. So those are all the things which are going on. A lot more cricket actions to come. So those who are watching our channel are really requested to subscribe our channel. Don't forget to recommend the notification. Don't forget to don't forget to press the notification symbol, and don't forget to recommend the same to your friends and family. And it's David Warner who got 1 run, and Aaron Finch who got 2 4 so far in 5 balls, getting 8 runs. Of course, Jofra gave 9 runs in first over. The next batsman, the next bowler who will be coming into attack, will have to wait and see. It's 9 for the no loss of wickets, and 1 over gone. Stay tuned to STV Sports channel. We will be right back. back. It's a STV Sports Channel. You are watching a match between England and Australia. The first T20 is being played at the Rose Bowl, Southampton, England. And Australia are 24 after 2.2 overs. David Warner on 16 and Aaron Finch on 8 runs. Jofra bowling is second over. Mark Wood, who have been bowled his first over already, so he gave 11 runs, and Jofra gave 13 runs. The total is 26 for the loss of no wickets. 2.3 overs have been bowled so far, and it's a very good match today, and we have to wait and see whether these two teams will perform well when compared to the other matches earlier. After a long time, this has been being conducted. So the match between these two will be totally an expecting match, of course. We'll have a lot more cricket actions. Stay tuned to STV Tamil channel. We will have a lot more cricket actions. So the running between the wicket, David Warner along with Aaron Finch is very much appreciable, and it's Aaron Finch and David Warner are still be there with a lot more cricket actions to come. So stay tuned to STV Sports Channel. We will have a lot more cricket action. It seems to be England and Australia being played here. Jofra bowling is second over. So it seems to be a very good match today. So 3 overs gone, 31 runs on the board. Aaron Finch on 12 and David Warner on 19. Stay tuned, we will have a lot more cricket actions. After a few minutes, we will be back.
balls. Australia 35 without loss.
Yeah, that's not a good delivery there. Just wide and loose, really. Warner latches on very quickly. Just released the hands at the last moment to get it finer behind point. Yeah, really good. Australia in complete control.
You can see Jordan there rolling his fingers down the seam in an effort to get Warner to miss cue, but out there he had complete latitude to swing. Will he do so again here? It's on leg stumps. A shout for leg before coming from the bowler as the ball spills into the offside. No interest from behind the wicket. Just to mark your card, the next T20 is Sunday afternoon live on BBC One television from 1:50 p.m. and there'll be commentary, of course, with us on Test Match Special. 1:50 p.m. on Sunday afternoon. What better way to enjoy that than a T20 international between England and Australia? Then the third T20 is Tuesday night before a 3-game 50-over series, which starts a week today up at Old Trafford. Jordan on the approach and bowls. Nice slow ball that really dipped on Warner. He managed to adjust in the crease and push to cover and get himself a single anyway. So Australia advanced to 37 for none. Warner's 24.
Really effective that, wasn't it? A real drop in pace. Just having a look how he delivered it. It was more like just a conventional, should I say, off cutter. Just rolling the wrist down that side of the ball, the outside.
62 miles an hour, Andy Zaltzman has written down to my right from a very socially distanced position over there, I should say. He's holding up a big piece of paper saying 62 miles an hour. He's not just passing it to me. Doing the right thing, of course, inside the biosecure bubble. Jordan, his fifth delivery here to Finch. Oh, what's that come off? It's ended up in the gloves of Buttler. Must have been by the pad. In any case, it's a dot ball, a valuable one for England at this stage.
Yeah, very valuable. This is if Jordan can get out of this over just going for 5, just obviously that one ball that he got wrong, then that'll be a tidy over in the context of the power play and the context of the game.
I want to see that one back. Unfortunately, the television broadcast didn't give us a replay, but Finch was uncomfortable as the ball arrived. Jordan to complete what's been a tidier over. Swing down the leg side. That's messy though. Leg side wide signalled. He'll have to re-bowl it. Finch did want a piece of it though, didn't he? He saw it coming. It was a slower ball. He's like, right, it's going to be a wide, but maybe I can pop it onto the concourse.
He's one of those people that you can see when he sets himself. You just, as a fielder, I think you start flinching a little bit. He's ready to throw everything into a shot.
So another attempt at the final ball of his first over. A deep point and a deep square leg. All the other men inside the circle. Jordan bowls and Finch cuts out towards deep point. Oh, he's timed to place that so well. Too quick for the fielder out there. Finch moves to 16 from 10 balls, and after 4 overs, Australia, who need 163 to win, are 41 without loss.
Well, this was so nice. You said it. The words timing. Normally you see him bludgeoning shots, but that was actually more of just a bit of class. Let it come to him. He knew exactly the angle behind point that he was working it. Really nicely played.
This has been the problem for England in power plays, hasn't it? They only took 2 wickets in the power play against Pakistan. I think they picked up 1 against South Africa earlier in the year. There was that obvious matchup, or so it seemed from the outside looking in, with a left armour to David Warner, which they opted against tonight, instead going for all power with Archer and Wood, followed by Jordan. We'll see another change from the pavilion end. Making sure I pick it up through our tinted window. Is that... It's going to...
Curran?
Tom Curran, yes it is. So the 4th seamer used inside the power play. Curran to bowl the 5th over of the England defence. In at Warner, who's on 24. He bowls and Warner swings and misses. Just zipping through on about the 5th stump line, but Warner sized him up early. He was also looking at deep mid-wicket. Andy Zaltzman. Oh, I'm being offered a pair of binoculars. I might take them for later on.
Sorry.
Yeah, given that little tint on the window here in our little...
Don't blame the tint on the window.
I might take the... I'm going to... It's a mitigating circumstance at the very least. As Curran reaches the crease, bowls to Warner. pushing that to mid-on. No binoculars required there. 42 for none, a couple of balls into the fifth.
What age are you now? Yeah.
The same age as you.
Yeah, we're similar sort of age. I can see quite clearly, actually.
Stop it.
The shape of your eyes change, don't they, each decade or something?
I learned a fact when my baby girl was born earlier this year. It's probably one of those facts that I'll say and it'll be repudiated after it comes out of my mouth, but we'll come to it after this Curran delivery. Bowling to Finch. Squared him up somewhat, pushed back down the track, no run. Down to mid-on for an easy single, 43 for none, with a couple of balls to go in the fifth over.
Are you sure it's not just that babies are very surprised when they're born?
Into this world.
Which appropriately enough is the length of the scheduled play of a test match.
Can't believe that didn't come straight to mind when... Anyway, it's Curran here to Warner, who can't beat short fine, but he'll still get a single. Adil Rashid can't take it cleanly. So Warner is now 26, Australia 44 for none. One ball to come in the fifth. As I bid farewell to Ebony Rainford Brent, who leaves us for her television commitments. We'll see her again later on. Aaron Finch is walking towards the Australian bench. They're running out some bats. I was going to say, Zoltz, I couldn't quite work out where the issue was there, but it looks as though Aaron Finch needs a new blade. So as a result, they're going to take this opportunity to play some music and have a drink and go through the usual processes. But Finch does get a suite of options. Now, looking at hair, we talked about Adam Zampa's hair. It looks as though Mitchell Marsh has gone for a similar option with the sides all shorn off towards the back and leaving a bit dangling on his collar. So it must be a team thing, a bonding thing possibly.
I thought it was supposed to be the 21st century. Shouldn't have left those things behind. There's only 4 subs came on there. There's only 2 batsmen. 4 subs came on. Is that excessive?
I thought you were critiquing novelty hair. Then I thought, surely you've got more self-awareness than that. Tom Curran, last ball of his over, bowls to Aaron Finch, who deflects to Rashid, takes him on. Moeen Ali, rather, at backward point. End of the fifth over, Australia 45 for none. So Finch is 18, Warner is 26. Adam Collins and Andy Zoltzman with you here as we just do the shuffle between boxes, between overs. 1 over left in this power play. Of course, England were in fantastic nick. They had already made it to 43 inside the 4th over. Josh Buttler having 29 of those when Jonny Bairstow was caught on the circle at short third man, and that started a run of wickets which never really stops. The biggest partnership that England were able to summon after their initial stand of 43 was 23. That was the story, certainly, of the back half of their innings, those middle overs. They never could really get going, and as a consequence, instead of getting a score up towards 200, they had to settle for 163. And have Jordan continue from the hotel end. He bowls here for Finch. It's full. Over the top of mid-on he goes. That'll run away to the boundary, make no mistake. He's now into the 20s, the skipper. 22 off 14. Australia 49 for none. They're making short work of this.
Last over the power play as well. There was a couple of easy signals.
Really attacking Jordan. The last over of this power play. The last over.
Protect the boundaries. They give away the single. I still don't like it because it gets changed off strike.
You mentioned England struggled to take wickets in the power play. That big bowling has been an issue for some time.
A big shot is coming. So I just like to have one on each side of the wicket there.
Delivery from
Chris Jordan. Jordan bowls the one he blocks.
So Chris Jordan on the way to Aaron Finch. Takes him off the thigh pad. Another single inside the circle. That'll bring up Australia's 50.
Get some sort of reward.
They've reached that milestone from 5.2 overs. Another successful start for this pair. Just 24 minutes in the middle as I welcome Isha Hewitt to the summariser bench.
Welcome back at the STV Sports channel. We were watching a very nice game here, and it's between England and Australia. First T20 match between these two. 162 is England's score. 163 is a target. But in the meantime, Australia started their innings well. The well-set batsmen at the crease, Aaron Finch along with David Warner. Both of them are at the crease now. 55 runs for no loss of wickets, 5.5 overs, almost 6 overs gone. Superb shot from Aaron Finch as well. David Warner gets his 24 runs and 29 runs. Aaron Finch on 24. As we all expected that Australians are always at the top in T20, so we can expect a lot more cricket actions. Stay tuned to STV Sports channel. And as of now, it seems to be Australia who are dominating this match. Of course, England are 55 for 1, in the same way Australia 55 for none. This is the score comparison between these two teams when it's 6 overs. So power play gone. Adil Rashid, the new man, into the bowling attack for England. The first over being bowled by right-arm leg break bowler, and we can see that Aaron Finch on 24 and Warner on 29. We can see a lot more cricket actions. It's a power play. 1 is over, and 6 overs have gone. It's a 55 runs already on the board. Next ball, which is being not yet bowled by Adil Rashid, and it's a no ball not being bowled, and Warner on 29 and Finch on 24. What will be the scores from the spinners? The spinner is going to bowl his first ball, Adil Rashid, to Aaron Finch. This time he picks, but even before the ball straight away gone to the wicket keeper and not getting hold of it, so no runs. Warner on 29, Finch on 24. Next ball, Adil Rashid to Warner. He picks it to the oh wow, in between the two fielders, but there is well stopped at the end, and in the meantime batsman managed to get a double. So 57 runs on the board, 57 for no loss. This is 6.2 overs have been bowled so far. So Warner on 31 and Finch on 24. Next ball, this time picks it to the middle on, gets no run, of course. 58 for the for no loss of wickets. 6.3 overs have been bowled out of 20 overs. Target is 163. Warner on 32 and Aaron Finch on 24. We can see today it's a very well possible runs for Australia. And it's 58 for none. Australia are dominating in T20 as of now. Very well bowled, straight away gone to the wicket keeper, but the meantime Aaron Finch not happy with the ball. He played with the shot he played. 58, 6.4. This time he picks it to the extra cover region. Again there is 2 runs. $60 runs on the board, 6.5 overs. So it won't be much tough for Australian right from the beginning. We have been telling that Australia are not very much struggle to get those runs. The same thing is being happening. Here it is stumping. Here it is stumping gone. Review gone to the third umpire. Umpire review is going on there, and Adil Rashid, who is continuing his bowling attack, but even though he is well on the crease, he is well in the crease. Not out. It's not out. Of course, both players are survived. Warner on 32, Finch on 26, Adil Rashid 5 runs so far. He is in his first over. 7 overs have been bowled, 60 runs so far. You can see Australia are in a commanding position now, and here Eoin Morgan discussing with the bowler Tom Curran, the man to continue his bowling attack. 60 runs for the no loss of wickets. 7 overs gone, remaining 13 overs are to be bowled. As we all know that England are doing well, but Australia are even better than England. This time a very fantastic shot between cover and the extra cover fielder, and gets 2 runs on the board. The ball straight away gone to the fence, where there is a fielder at the deep, stops and returns the ball, even though the batsman managed to get 2 here. Warner 34, Finch on 26, Tom Curran continuing his bowling attack, bowling his second over, this time straight to the wicket keeper. Shot 4. Warner confirms that it's a .2. Tom Curran is continuing his bowling attack.
22 for 7, 4 the wickets going to spin. Agar and Maxwell picking up 2 each. Although Australia's leg spinner was dispatched, Zampa went for 47. Rashid bowls, skewed away by Warner, thick outside edge. Picked up by Moeen at backward point, and there's no run. It's the end of Rashid's third over. No wicket for 26. We have had now 13 overs, and Australia are 115 for 1. And it's hard to bet against them here. They are well in control of this match and seemingly cantering towards victory.
Yeah, looking way too easy. And I think the game for England would have had to be clawed back in that power play. They needed to have got 2 wickets to get into them. They weren't able to really achieve that. And then since then, it's just looked good. I think they've adjusted well. You talk about the running. Got to give them credit. They've read the wicket. They've adjusted their game plans. And we are going to see this change. Moeen coming in now.
Well, the real bonus for Australia was Maxwell, who slipped in with 3 overs, 2 for 14. He got Morgan out his first over, miscue towards the straight boundary, and he didn't look back. Just a fraction of grip for him. Moeen bowls the first ball, it's turned away by Smith into the onside for another single. And Smith goes to 11, and Australia to 116 for 1. And it's 47 to win from 41. Moeen's going to bowl round the wicket to Warner. It's an eerie sight. The Aegis bowls under the lights with no one in the ground. There is a reverse sweep. Has he got it away? Well, to some extent he has. A tumbling save by Rashid prevents Warner picking up 4 there. He smashes his bat into his pad, frustrated that he didn't hit that for 4.
It was the right ball, wasn't it? It's wide enough.
17 for 1. Warner on 54. Moeen bowls to Smith. Smith lifts that away to 6. No trouble at all. Almost like easing it over the wide long boundary. And just gives Warner a quick thumbs up. Says, yeah, thanks mate. And he said, well played. 123 for 1. Only the second 6 of the innings.
Yeah. We saw a lot of English players clothing the ball, didn't we? Because it's not quite coming on, but somehow he just made that timing look easy. Dance down. I think he really got an arc through the back to just generate that pace.
Yeah, really timed it well. And well, we've got a lost ball. Tom Banton's got to try and find the ball amidst the seats, and they're not quite sure where it's gone.
This is like garden cricket, isn't it?
Oh, and he
Hit it in number 45.
He thought it might be under a plastic bag, which he picked up and had a look under. It wasn't there. And Chris Jordan has joined him. I mean, this is international cricket.
This is incredible, isn't it?
We've got 2 fielders among the seats looking for the ball. No one is sure where it is.
This is like looking for a golf ball, isn't it? When you drill it in the trees.
This is like looking for the ball that you hit into the field when we were playing on the concourse about 3 weeks ago.
This is like looking for the ball that I hit for 6 off your bowling in the TMS match, but that's another story.
Well, the run rate's been slowed down the last couple of minutes at least. David Warner's not had a boundary since the 4th over. He's got 30 from 27 balls in that time. That's a good rate going. You mentioned his form since the end of that England tour when he struggled so badly. In all formats, he's had 25 innings for Australia, 1,531 runs at an average of 102 and a strike rate of 83. That's across. He's been particularly spectacular in Tests and T20s.
I'll give you 2 facts in a minute. Well, I'll give you one now. They found the ball. There's a fact. Here is Moeen bowling to Smith, and Smith drives up towards long on. They go through for a single. And the other fact is you did not. Warner has 54 and he is on strike. And here goes And Smith pulls it, top edges it out towards deep mid. It could be caught. It is caught. Bairstow, running catch, comfortably taken. Smith took it on. He did not get all of it that time. He did not time it. Bairstow ran round. He's such a safe pair of hands in the outfield, and he pouched it. So there's another wicket for England. And Smith is on his way for 18, and Australia are 124 for 2 at the start of the 15th over. 2 fours and a 6 in his 18 from 11 balls. And they keep on coming for Australia. Of course they do, because they're ready.
Welcome back at the TV Sports channel. You are watching a very decent and elegant match is being performed at the Red Bull Cricket Stadium, Southampton. 126 runs of 2 wickets lost. Jonny 37 runs from 32 balls, 1 out of 55. Maxwell, the man into the crease, the new man into the crease. You can watch the match in a very good atmosphere. There is no audience in the cricket stadium. It's 127 for the loss of 2 wickets now. And what we expect is entirely a different atmosphere here. And it's 127 for 2, and Adil Rashid will continue. This time batsman goes back, and the ball is not bowled here. We'll have to wait and see what more the maximum will be in this over. 1 for 29 for Adil Rashid. Yes, yet another wicket gone. This time Maxwell not in the performance, not giving his good performance. Maxwell, he hits towards extra cover where there is a fielder well available there. No, it's a point region. The Moeen who well available there, who fixed the fantastic catch here. So Glenn Maxwell caught out with Adil Rashid's bowling attack and gets to Ian Morgan's and safe hands. So yet another wicket gone. It's 3 wickets gone for Australia. 127 for the loss of 3 wickets after 15 overs. Remaining 5 overs are to be bowled in 36 runs required in 30 balls. Whether England make Australian batters be frustrated, if they do so, definitely they can able to win over. But even though the well-set batsman at the crease will still be there, Stoinis, 20 matches, 136 runs, 14.11 average, 116 is strike rate. First Vitality International T20. Yes, the at England captain Morgan. Didn't do any mistake in picking those catch. End of Maxwell, and there's a entry to Marcus Stoinis. David Warner still be there at the crease with a 46 runs of 45 balls, 4-4 so far, 124.44 is strike rate. And Jofra Archer gets 1 wicket by giving 27 runs, 29 runs. And Adil Rashid gets 2 wickets for 29. So a lot more cricket actions. Glenn Maxwell got out by Eoin Morgan, caught by Eoin Morgan, bowled by Adil Rashid for 1 run. The new batsman at the crease got out and sent back to the pavilion. Need 34 from 29 balls. The England bowlers bowled. Wow, what a fantastic bowling attack from David Warner got out here. Wow, Archer did his very fantastic bowling attack. The batsmen are in very deep trouble. Now Warner performing well, but he got hit off those ball, but it got an inner edge and removed the base. Warner got out for 58 runs. He's not happy with the shot, even though he must have to go back to the pavilion. Got out Alex Carey, the new man, into the crease along with Marcus Stoinis. Both of them are new batsmen in the crease. So 34 runs required with 28 balls. Will that be possible by these two? Must have to wait and see what will happen. There are a lot more cricket actions to come. Those who are watching our channel, or your request to subscribe our channel. Don't forget to press the notification symbol as well. Don't forget to recommend the same to your friends and family. Leave your comments to STG Sports channel. A lot more cricket actions are to come, especially Australia take on England 3 T20. England take on Australia 3 ODIs. Afterwards IPL, CPL, and there are a lot more cricket actions. Australia will take on India. This time it's straight to the wicketkeeper. In the meantime, the batsman managed to get a single here. Carey and Stoinis get at the middle. They are the new batsmen at the crease. David Warner is not happy. Carey and Stoinis are at the crease. 28 balls, 32 runs. Straight to the wicketkeeper, no run. Both of them are new batsmen, so they can stay there to read the batsman bowlers. They must have to stay there to read the bowlers. Line and length, so we need to next ball. This is straight to the mid-on fielder. Even batsman managed to get single here, so both of them are at the middle. 31 runs from 26 balls. Plenty of wickets still be there, and we need 31 from 26 balls. Not bad one at all. You are watching SOUTHAMPTON channel. Right from the beginning of this match, Australians are dominating in the batting and bowling. Earlier they are dominating the batting bowling, now they are dominating in the bowling. Of course, it's 133 for the loss of 4 wickets. In the meantime, England takes 4 wickets of course, and it's Alex Carey on 1 and Stoinis on 1. We'll have to wait and see whether these two will perform or will get the rest of the runs. It's 30 runs required from 24 balls. So a couple of wickets can make the pressure in first Australian batting squad. Will that be possible by England bowlers? Adil Rashid gets 2, Jofra gets 2. So remaining lot more period actions to come. Last 2 overs, 9 runs, 3 wickets. And wicket number 4 gone. Adil Rashid gets 2, Jofra gets 2, 4 wickets gone. This time a push towards mid wicket, gets a single. Carey and Stoinis both are getting 1 run each. 133 for the loss of 4 wickets. Need 30 from 23 balls. Next ball straight away to Carey. He kind of kicks it to the spot, but even though there is a fielder that made it, no run. 22 balls, 30 runs required. Young Martin are very keen on fielding. Not only that, he always discussing to the fielders and batsmen. Another man goes backward. Short ball can be expected. Yes, ball! Wow! Fantastic. Mark Wood gets another wicket here. Yet another wicket here. Australia 133 for 5 now. Yet another wicket gone. Alex Carey got out for 1. Marcus Stoinis at the crease now. Moving giant. Only 30 runs required, 21 balls. In the meantime, wickets are going. Remaining 5. The tail end is almost. In another couple of wickets can make the difference. Will the bowlers do that? Here we have a slip. Ball straight away gone to the segment, gets a single. 30 runs from 21. Agar is at the crease. Carey with his back flip lost his control. In the meantime, the ball straight away gone to remove the base. So Carey got out for 1, 5 wickets gone. Ashton Agar at the crease with his Stoinis. Maxwell is continuing bowling attack. 90 plus 16%. So fantastic bowling attack. Maxwell run for 28 so far. He is bowling his last over. And then he reached his right spot this time. Straight away. Wow. 4 and no. There is a fielder there at the deep, but even though the third man comes all the way, covering a lot of ground and getting the ball fielder well. The 27 runs from 19 balls is the target now. Seems to be difficult. The pressure is on in the batsman side, of course, from Australian batsmen. All of them are under pressure now. They need to get runs, of course, win over. Will that be possible? Must have to wait and see. Match today, and it's 137 for the loss of 5 wickets after 17 overs. 3 overs are to be bowled, 18 balls, 26 runs required to win over. 25 to level the score, 26 to win over. Marcus Starc still be there at the crease along with Ashton Agar, the new batsman at the crease. Those who are watching our channel or you are requested to subscribe our channel. Don't forget to press the notification symbol after subscribing, and we will have a lot more cricket actions to come. You can get all those notifications after pressing the notification symbol, so that you can watch almost all the matches then and there from time to time. Stoinis 0.4 and Ashton Agar on yet to open his account. 137 for 5, required 26 in 18 balls. Gets a single here. Push towards mid wicket. Need 25 from 17. But a ball can make win over, but Australians should not hurry. They must have to sit straight, be there at the crease. All of the Australian players are watching from the pavilion. Eoin Finch at the pavilion watching keenly what will be the result. 25 runs required from 17 balls. Gets another single, push towards cover. Running and getting a single runner ball is more than enough. Then time and when the right ball comes, go for big shots. In the meantime, the batsmen need to read the bowler's bowling action. another 1 or 2 over so that they can able to get more runs after that. Need 24 runs from 16 balls. Ashton, Agar, no one on the left side, so batsmen have the chance to play across the left side. This time again getting a single here. Stoinis and Ashton, Agar getting the singles. That itself is more than enough. 15 more balls to be bowled, 23 runs required. So any one loose ball can be punished for boundary or a 6. So these two batsmen can do so. Ashton, Agar and Stoinis are at the crease. Curran bowling his third over with a very excellent bowling attack from him. Need 23 of 15 balls. He is pushed away towards, yes, there is a well field at the square leg. Adil, Rashid, even though the batsman is struggling a lot, they are not in a position to get even a single here. 22 runs from 14 balls. 22 runs from 14 balls. I think the sheep will be there at the square leg region. Yes, he fixed to the right for 4 runs. No, there is a fielder there, but even gets a double. 20 runs for 13 balls. David Malan. He did good job for England. Stop the defense and batsman managed to get another 2 here. Need of 13 balls. Need 20 from 13 balls. Stoinis will be there still and gets a single here. Twelve balls, 19 runs required. 12 balls, 19 runs required. It's an over break now. And stay tuned. We'll be right back. We're watching a very fantastic match today. Of course, it's right from the beginning. Australians are dominating either in the bowling as well as in the batting. In the meantime, in a couple of overs time, they lost a couple of wickets, of course. The afterbirds, right from the beginning, they lost some wickets, of course. After that, with the 5 wickets gone for 144. The 19 runs from 12 balls. Go down into the attack now for Jordan. Get to open his wicket upon. Ball 2 overs, 19 runs wicket so far. 5 Jordan. Earlier also against Pakistan. He picked some wickets there at the crucial moments. The same thing will happen. Whether it will happen here, let's try to wait and see. John Martin's move will get. Yes, he fixed it to the right spot, but the left fielder at the Banton square left with the single. 18 runs from 11 balls. 18 runs from 11 balls. After a long time, it has been scoring for a boundary. Will that be any possibility? We'll have to wait and see whether in Australia made 18 runs of 11 balls. Will that be possible? Jordan to Ashton Agar. Single, gets single here. 17 required from 10 balls. The batsman in need of boundary here. "29 balls, 30 minutes over since last boundary." Tension at the middle in the dressing room. You can see most of them are standing and watching what will happen. In the meantime, there is a single. So it's 17 runs, 16 runs required from 9 balls. 16 runs required from 9 balls. Few more dot balls can make the difference. Will that be possible? Must have to be stay and watch what will happen. But a big question mark here. Required is 16, available only 9 balls. So it's 147 for the loss of 5 wickets after 18.3 overs. 1.3 overs are to be left to be bowled. After Jordan, maybe if the Jofra Archer can come back, whether he has finished or not, we doesn't know, but otherwise Curran will finish it off. He's on 3 overs, which is the last over of course. This time he takes it to the spot, but doesn't be quite connect to the bat. So he landed around the wicket. Takes a single in the meantime. So 15 runs required from 8 balls. Jordan, so far so good. Need 15 more runs from 8 balls, of course. They can able to win over. The option is there to lose here, but England batsmen are quite, England bowlers are quite a swing and a miss. So very good bowling attack from Jordan, Jordan. A swing and a miss. Stoinis not happy. 11 done so far, and Ashton Agar 4 times, 15 required from 7 balls. Will that be possible by Australia? Yes, Jordan. Next ball, straight away to Stoinis. Yes, he picks it to the spot. Oh, in the meantime, yes. There is an option where there is a stumping, straight direct hit, but will that be a run out or not? Must have to go for a review. So decision a review meaning up. Will that be taken or not? The voice of set umpire. Not out, 15 runs from 7 balls required. But still, will run out. Run out is yes, run out confirmed. LBW is not there, but out. Out is confirmed, yes. Ashton Agar got out here, 6th wicket gone. So at the end, Australians are struggling. But even though they can able to win over this match, 6 balls, 15 runs required, will that be possible? Ashton Agar got out. Stoinis will be the man to take the responsibility to finish it off. Will that be possible or not? Must have to wait and see. And those who are watching our channel, I will request you to subscribe our channel. Don't forget to press the notification symbol. And there are a lot more cool options to come. And stay tuned to yestvsports channel. Most of the time, it has been a very fantastic moments when we are traveling with the viewers of yestvsports channel. Most of them are supporting, most of them are supportive. First ball straight away to wicket keeper. So Curran is continuing his last over as well, last over of the innings. 5 balls, 15 runs required. Stoinis first ball, he lost the concentration, straight away ball gone to the wicket keeper. So 5 balls, 15 runs, will that be possible? Stoinis will have the capacity and he is having the responsibility even to finish it off instead. Will that be possible? Curran to Stoinis, this time he picks it to the right spot, but in the match, yes, 6 runs. Six runs. 9 runs required from 4 balls. That is not right ball for Curran. He didn't bowl right, but he gave some width to that ball. So in the meantime, Stoinis used those width and gets a 6 here. So Stoinis having every opportunity. It's a win game for England, but the meantime Curran is not that much okay with. Few more dot balls can make the difference. Will that be possible? Stoinis ready to go for the next ball. Yes, very good swing and a miss. Yet another ball missed. 3 balls. What a miss it is. Three balls, 9 runs required. These three balls can make the difference. Will that be possible? Stoinis on 17. 3 balls, 9 runs required. Yes, he picks it to the, yeah, it is yeah, 2 runs came over and 2 balls, 7 runs required. Stoinis eat Curran. But in the meantime, the ball landed in between 5 fielders. He saved 2 runs, 2 balls, 7 runs required. 7 runs from 2 balls. Stoinis yes, 2 runs, 5 runs from 1 ball. 5 runs acquired from 1 ball. Stoinis 21 is a very good comeback for England. They have at the end they reached to the nervous breaking. This should be the last ball, 5 runs required, the last ball of the over. 5 runs required to beat Australia. Will that be possible? The big question here, will that be possible? Need 5 runs from 1 ball. Curran to Master Stoinis. Yes, England won the match by 2 runs. Super.